All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Now, we really have to sit back and appreciate what New York Mets starting pitcher Jacob deGrom is doing. So far this season, deGrom has a record of 2-2, but more importantly, his earned run average of 0.51 and 59 strikeouts are really standing out. Now, last week versus the Washington Nationals, we saw deGrom strike out 15 batters. And then last night against the Boston Red Sox, deGrom struck out 9 more, this time in a 6-inning effort. Now, make no mistake about it, deGrom is in the mix to once again win the National League Cy Young Award. And if he were to do so, it would be the third time in his career. And, you think about the Mets franchise from a historical aspect where they stand in regards to pitching. You think of names such as Tom Seaver, Dwight Gooden, David Cone, Jerry Koosman, and Jacob deGrom is right in that mix as well, as he has basically dominated the National League in recent years. But the problem is this. The Mets are once again wasting what deGrom is doing. You look at the New York Mets this season, they are a game under 500. They've been getting the pitching, but their problem is they can't score runs. The Mets are last in the National League in runs scored with just 57. They're last in home runs, and this is a team that really has not seized the moment. We talked about the acquisition of Francisco Lindor from Cleveland in the offseason, and he got the big-time extension, but he's not producing right now. Michael Conforto, who is a pending free agent, is not producing right now. A lot of these guys up and down this lineup are not hitting, and then if the Mets are getting people on base, they are not finding the guys to bring them home, as there has simply been no cohesion. And, you look at the Mets, and I'll say this. This was a wasted opportunity for April for them. And I say that from the standpoint that the Atlanta Braves got off to a very slow start. And now the Braves are starting to get it going. And that is important because the Braves are the favorites to once again win this division. And if you're the Mets, you had an opportunity to put some distance between you and the Braves early on. Granted, I know that this is a very long Major League Baseball season. There's still plenty of games left to be played. But if you're the Mets, you really wanted to go out there and seize that opportunity, and now you didn't. So you look at it like this. I mean, deGrom is 32 years of age. He's definitely going to keep dominating right now, at least for this year, as long as he is able to stay healthy. And, for his sake and the Mets' sake, you would hope that, you could, reward that pitching by, number one, scoring some runs and helping this team get to the postseason, because definitely the expectations have gone up to another level now that the Mets have a new owner in Steve Cohen, and he wants to win and he is committed to winning. But you look at it nonetheless, if you are the Mets lineup, you've got to go out there and say, hey, with our ace on the mound, if we go out there and score 3 or 4 runs, we've got this in the bag. And you have to have that mentality on a night in and night out basis. And the Mets simply can't get it done. A 2-game series versus the Boston Red Sox, the Mets only scored 1 run. That ain't going to get it done. And, at the same time, the Mets pitching staff only gave up 3 runs. And that 1 run by the Mets came by via a Jeff McNeil home run early on in the first game of the 2-game set with Boston. That's not going to get it done. I'm looking at the Mets and their upcoming schedule. They're slated to be on the road for their next couple of series. You're looking at this club right now. They're going to be on the road this weekend in Philadelphia against the Phillies, followed by a 4-game set against the St. Louis Cardinals. Maybe getting away from New York City could be good for the Mets. They can get on the road and focus a little more. Just playing devil's advocate right now with that. But make no mistake about it, they're 9-10, but they got to start picking it up. And you have to start scoring some runs. I don't know what it's going to take for their manager, Luis Rojas, in regards to shuffling the lineup or something like that. But what they are doing ain't getting it done. You're looking at a team, they're not bringing guys home when they're on base. And on top of that, they're really not getting on base. It's all about drawing the walks. It's all about doing the little things. It's all about hitting for the gaps. Stop worrying about swinging for the fences. It's the little things that will lead to the big things. That's where the Mets need to focus on right now. But it's sad that you consistently see Jacob deGrom going out there, and this is not just a 2021 thing. We saw it last year and the year before that as well. As far as this guy going out there and being as dominant as he has been, but it's unfortunate that the Mets don't get him the run support. This guy goes out there and pitches every single night, gives his team a chance to win. And on top of that, he pitches like a guy who should be winning anywhere between 15 to 20 games per season. But, he's relegated to 9 or 10 wins because he does not get the run support. Credit to him, because it has to be frustrating. I know he's going to go out there and say all of the right things as far as giving his team an opportunity to win. But like I've said before, if you're the Mets, you got to go out there and support your ace when he's on the hill. He's bringing it, and you have to match that level of intensity at the plate. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take this time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There is also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out, drop a line, and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. Take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.